So now it's actually up and running. Let's press the edit button now. Look at this beautiful edit button. I press the button and it pops up, and let's write a new name and do save, and it comes back, but nothing changes. Why? Why didn't it work? Let's have a look at the controller. Let's see how we actually run through the different steps. So let's try again here. Press the edit button. At least I hit the first breakpoint. Did I find the person I was looking for? Well, I would say yes, because I saw the name was actually Lars. Yep, that's the one I'm looking for. Continue. And now I change it to 2. I do save user, and the person pops up again. What person is this now? It says Lars 2, but the ID is 0. Oh my god, I lost the ID somewhere. That's not good. Okay, let's continue. That's why it fails and it doesn't update Lars, because it doesn't find him the second time. Okay, so what went wrong? Let's have a look at what actually went wrong inside our code. We'll go into the edit code. Now, I'm sending in the name here, but when I go back, the value of ID is lost. So what I want to do is I want to add a hidden input field, and that input field is going to contain the ID. So I'll do an input field, and I'll do type equals hidden, like this. Then you can't see it, so it's just a field that's not there, and the value here in the input field will be ID of the person. This is kind of a tricky thing, and a lot of people, they kind of spend a lot of time here, because why isn't the ID there? Well, this is the problem. It is that if you do not specify the ID somewhere, you won't be able to pass it back to the backend, right? So now I just added an ID here is hidden, and let's try again. Let's try and refresh the page, and let's try and see if that solved it. Okay, I press edit again, and now we hit this place. I'll press continue, and I change the name, and I press save, and notice this time hopefully we get an ID. That's the worst part. There we go, the ID is now with us again. And why is that working now? Well, it's working because before we didn't have the ID here. It wasn't there. Now it's there, you just can't see it, it's just hidden, but the ID is available, so that when we do a post, we'll actually get both the ID back and the name. And we need both. When we get in here, it has to create a person with both an ID and a name. Let's continue and see if it actually updates now the actual solution. There we go, now Lars is actually 2. Everything is working. That was how we did edit very quickly. See you next time.